Champion, it's an honor to have you here at XP. You are not only one of the greatest football players of your generation, but you are also a global brand and founder of your own journey. Here in Brazil, we talk about leadership, resilience, and legacy. That's exactly what you represent. And my first question, you were born in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, raised in a family that loves sports.
Yeah.
And my first question is how much of OBJ today comes from that little child?
Everything. The little child in me was how I got here today. My mom, all-world track star. My pops, one of the best in football. And then just growing up, how I grew up, like it was always about sports, whether it was the basketball,
Discipline, teamwork, but the sports
Everything.
bring us values, right?
My mom, all-world track, then track coach. So I grew up while she was at practice. I was on the pole vault mat throwing the ball to myself and catching. And yeah, everything comes from just how I grew up. Discipline, all the sacrifices that I made to get to where I'm at now started when I was very young.
And it's good. I saw an interview that you said that you always remember where you came from. And the people, when they have success, sometimes they forgot. And when you forgot that, you lose your main core. So that's right. And because, look, talking about resilience, you went to serious injuries through your career, right? And when everything seems against you, what you would tell yourself in those moments?
I think it goes back to, you said, just when people get to where I'm at, they forget about the core, they forget about who they were, to start. And for me, the injuries, whatever it was always an opportunity to, I say, you fall down 7 times, you stand up 8. And just to never quit, it was
But
just
sometimes
something.
we're still sad, right? So,
You
oh
can
my
be sad.
God, again.
You think about it, some days are better than others. It doesn't matter what we're doing in life, not everybody's perfect and just happy all the time. So it's just about, I guess, remembering what your end goal is and where do you want to be when you're done with everything.
So in a difficult moment, you mean that you always think about the future. So I want to be there. It's a momentum thing. Let's see forward and let's go there. That's it.
For sure. And not only that, but you think about your why. For me, I wanted to make my mom proud. I wanted to be able to provide everything for her, to where I seen how hard she worked when I was a kid. And it was like, I don't want you to have to work anymore at all. My pops, whoever it was. And now I have my son, and now it's really like.
And this is a question that
Yeah.
was not in our, but I will do this because I'm a father too. And how is to create, to have a child when you have money and do not do like a easy life for them? Because I'm from a humble family and this helped me a lot to be the person that I'm now. And I always wonder about how I will create it difficult to my little daughter.
Right. And I think it's just the atmosphere that you put them in, and, just basically go back to the same thing, your core, how you were raised. And I know it's difficult to, when we've done so much, they didn't grow up as hard as we will, but ultimately that's what you want. You wanted to put yourself in a position to be successful to where they can grow up in a better situation. but still have to teach them the morals, principles, the values, everything. That's still the same. And when you talk about it, for people who don't have a kid, you can never understand that love.
Yeah, you can never.
Ever. It's your own DNA. It's you. My son is my twin. And I just know that it was one of the best things that ever happened to me. I always wanted to be a father. Always knew what kind of father I would be. And now to be here is like
Changed you a lot. Yeah.
changed me a lot.
So, in one interview, someone asked you, "Where are your Super Bowl ring?"
Mhm.
And you said, "Oh, I don't need to wear a ring. The people already know that I'm a Super Bowl champion." That's powerful. What does being humble mean to you? How do you separate recognition from ego and focus on building something bigger than yourself?
I think for me, as far as being humble, people have a misinterpretation of me or whatever it is, but I've always been the same since I was very young. I knew I was gifted. I knew I was athletic. I knew I would make it somewhere. So, with the success, my head never gets too big. With the failures, my heart never gets too low. So I always just kind of staying here. Again, though, some days,
But it's difficult, no? The
absolutely,
media, the money, all people
Everything.
say you are amazing,
everybody
you are
has
the
an
guy.
opinion.
So you are the one-hand cat man, right?
Mhm.
The iconic match that you did.
Yeah. I think it's like all of the hard work I've done since I was 4 years old. They trying to mount it into just one catch, and it's not that. Done way more things than just the one catch. The one catch is nice for everyone to know me, but deep down inside, I always knew I was bigger than that. I had more to achieve.
Consistency,
Yeah.
is the name for the longer run, right?
Yep.
So that's the greatness. That's the beauty of not about what you wear on your finger. It's all about your care in your heart. And the real legacy is not a ring, is the impact that you leave on the people's lives, right? That's your role in this world. So fans often remember you, the spectacular cats that you did, the one hand cat man. But in many games, you also spend time blocking, creating space for your teammates. It's less glamorous, right?
Right.
You're almost invisible, but absolutely essential for team success. In business, it's the same. We don't always get to do only what we enjoy. The less exciting tasks that makes the difference in the end. How do you approach those moments doing work that doesn't always shine, but it's critical for winning?
I think when you're doing what you love, you don't see it. It's all rewarding, especially when you win. And the same as the business, like as long as you're doing your job to the best of your ability and you see the people around you win and your team wins, you feel good inside. Even if you don't get all the shine, you feel good inside, like doing your part to help the team win.
To help the team win. That's our lives as well, being entrepreneurs. And today, you are bigger than football. You are brand, you are style, you are movement. How do you manage the balance between being a top athlete and being the founder of your own business and cultural influence?
I think from the business side,
Because in the end, you have to win the games. You have to train. You're not like just a superstar.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
They like to try and take away all of the games I was a part of winning. All of the times I was making plays or whatever it is and try and diminish it into just being a superstar or, celebrity or whatever. That's not the case. I really, since I was 4 years old, like I tell, was dedicated to this, to make it to the top, to be the best ever. And like you, the injuries, can't control it, but life's about adversity and
Life is about the diversity. I like that phrase.
obstacles, persevering, through whatever, and just also being, like I said, just never quitting.
Never
just
quit, never quit, never quit. We are
Never.
Brazilians. We never quit.
ever.
And we value a lot teamwork here in our company. Football is a brutal teamwork. Nobody wins alone. What you learned about trust, discipline, and leadership on the field that also applies to CEOs, business leader building company.
For me, sometimes when are doing receiver drills, usually your leader is in the front. Sometimes I'll be in the back and watch everybody else and lead from the back. It doesn't always have to be about being the front and being the vocal voice and
Being the most important people, helping the team to
when people know your value, they're gonna watch wherever. So just making sure you're the best, just making sure you're setting the best example you possibly can, or just doing the right things, and let's not be. I don't always do the right thing, but I try my hardest to do it
look.
as many times as I can.
Seems to me, like in finance, we always thinking in the long term. And do you see yourself one day as a coach? Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
a natural path, right?
I was destined for greatness, no matter what sport. And I worked hard my whole life. People don't remember that I sacrificed everything to get to where I'm at today. Weekends, this, that, practice, all my life. Since I was 4, I just knew whether it was football or basketball or whatever, that I was going to be somebody.
In sales, sometimes we see that good salespeople, when they turn into sales managers, they do not succeed because the ability to be a good performer is different from being a good manager. Do you agree with this?
I agree.
And you think that people can learn or they born leader?
You can learn to be a leader, but there's people who are naturally born a leader.
That's right. Understood. Understood. My next question is about one thing that I like a lot. That is social media. Well, today the world is a fight for people's attentions. You have more than 17 million followers in your Instagram, which is more than many TV channels. How do you use this platform not only for football, but also to inspire, to build, and to grow outside the field? And when you start to do this, in the beginning you thought this, I will create this audience, this persona, and then in the future this will be my platform to sell my own brands, to do my lectures. Did you thought this? Did you think this before?
I think when I started and what I set out to be, I never knew all that came with it. It was just more so, I want to be great. I want to be the best. And that's how it go. You get the followers, you get, like you say, bigger than football, whatever it is, it's a big responsibility, But, with that responsibility comes a chance to do really great things and to be able to inspire somebody. Like, I get more joy out of knowing that I helped one person rather than what it feels like scoring a touchdown or whatever. Like when you're helping somebody in real life, that's more powerful than
When you help somebody in the real life, that's more powerful.
the touchdowns. And
I like that.
when you help somebody who's
We think the same. Champ, Brazil is a country of people that like to big dream, like to build business. What the message you would give to them about resilience, leadership, and breaking the limits? Our final message to the Brazilians.
I think just don't be afraid to fail.
Don't be afraid to fail.
Yeah, because you know the quote, you miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So if you don't shoot, you don't know if you can make it. You know what I mean? Don't be scared to as I say, fail forward. And then learn from those mistakes. And next time you come around, you'll be able to be better in that next opportunity. So that never quitting, just ultimately like chase your dream.
Chase your dream.
And that's good.
Champ, thank you a lot for coming to our office. It's an honor to have you here. And great to see people with your success, being humble, being constant. And you have the conscious that your impact to the society is really big and you want to help. Thank you.
Yes, sir.